Welcome back at 8:19. The Saints went up to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to take on the undefeated two-time defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. After a disappointing performance, the Saints have now dropped 3 losses in a row. Here to help us make sense of all that went down and look ahead, again, hopefully to sunnier days, Fox 8 Saints analyst Deuce McAllister. Thank you so much, Deuce, for being with us. I know it was a late night for you there in Kansas City.
Yeah, definitely a late night, but when you look at it, hey, this is what we signed up for. This is what we do, and I think really for the Saints team, they're in a no different situation. I mean, you talk about the 3 losses that they've had, and you go out to Kansas City, you don't play as well as you could, and then you look at some of the opportunities that you had. I think obviously you look at the final score, but in the fourth quarter, this game was a 3-point game. And so if you can execute a little bit better, maybe you give yourself a chance, but you just didn't do enough to be able to be successful in this game.
So, Deuce, starting off, the first video we're showing right now is that interception that Derek Carr threw at the beginning of the game, pretty much giving Kansas City the momentum they didn't need kicking off a game at home with their crazy loud crowd. And I had to note Taylor Swift was there too. So they didn't need the momentum, and it was just given to them. Talk about how that kind of just set things off to just not a great roll.
Yeah, it wasn't a start that the Saints wanted as far as offensively. Normally you don't take the ball to start, but you wanted to be able to start on the right track. You wanted to try to take their crowd out, and it was a pressure. And so, the Saints did an adequate job of picking it up. But Derek was trying to throw the football away and kind of sailed on him, and the safety made a really nice play on the ball to be able to come up with the interception. And that's just something that you don't want to happen. At worst, hey, if we can pin them inside the 10 or the 15 at worst, then you'll take that. But you don't want to give them that momentum and they go down and they're able to, get that crowd into it. And so it's one where Derek has to, if he's going to throw it away, throw it away. Rashid really never was able to locate the ball, so he can't make a play on it. And it's not the start that you want, obviously.
We did have 2 other good plays we just showed, and that was that Rashid Shaheed reception from Derek Carr for 40-something yards, and then that end zone pick from the Saints defense on the Chiefs. So again, 2 really bright moments, but other than that, it was kind of, and we're running it again right now. It was a really great play, actually, but just not quite enough.
Yeah, the post play to Rashid was one where you were able to, get the right coverage that you want, and you see the speed and you're able to connect on it. There were a couple other plays offensively that, if you can hit on, it changes the game. And defensively, almost like a bend don't break. Colin Saunders, he's a former Chief, he comes up with the big interception in the end zone. And so defensively, yes, you gave up a couple of touchdowns, but you forced them to field goals as well. Offense has to figure out a way. I mean, I know that you're playing hurt. Both sides of the ball are playing hurt, but it's about execution, and maybe a couple of guys are doing too much. You've got to figure out from a game plan standpoint, how do we kind of par this down so everybody can go out there and do their job and do it well.
And Deuce, and late in the fourth, Derek Carr went out with an oblique injury. He didn't finish out the game. Jake Haener did. Again, that was a late Monday night game. The Saints now pivot already to Sunday against Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay is going to be here pretty much today moving forward. Of course, they're evacuating ahead of Hurricane Milton. So what do the Saints do in the next few days to get ready for that home game against Tampa Bay? A really important, all the games are important, but really important as far as the conference is concerned.
Yeah, the division game. And so yes, you will be hosting. Yeah, will be hosting Tampa this Sunday. And as far as the Saints, it's, hey, let's assess who's available, and that's first and foremost. And so Derek was not able to finish the game, and it'll be something that obviously you monitor. And so Jake Haener, Spencer Rattler, they will get ready to play if Derek cannot go. And so it's the same thing with Tampa. You're going to see simulated pressure. You're going to see zero pressure. It really won't change. And so the Saints have to have a great plan of how they want to handle some of the things Tampa Bay does defensively, and obviously offensively. Baker Mayfield and those receivers are playing really well.
All right, Deuce McAllister, as always, we appreciate your time. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Next Monday, we're going to have a fun conversation. We're going to be all smiles and celebrating a Saints win at home after a rough 3 weeks.
Put it in the air. We'll take it.
All right, Deuce, as always, thanks so much. John, back to you.